Life with me, Gina Marie. We're making stuffed eggplant. I've got everything here ready to go, except the cheeses. I forgot to show those. You're supposed to use mozzarella and Parmesan, but I had Fontina, that's it, instead. I didn't have any mozzarella. 1 onion, only I ended up using 1/4 of that onion. 1 little red sweet pepper, some little cherry tomatoes and garlic, a couple cloves. A nice medium to large eggplant for 2 or 3. This time it fed 3. My sister. Pepper, salt, oregano. My husband loves oregano. Of course, we have to have our hot red crushed pepper. Olive oil. We're going to brush that on the eggplant. And a little can. I'm using a little can of tomatoes. These diced tomatoes. And some fresh parsley. Okay, we're ready to go. We are going to cut this eggplant down the center. I make it look easy. Ha! It's not so hard. You can make more of them, but like I said, there's only 2 of us. So I'm going around here with a paring knife very carefully. Remember, I speed up the camera here. I don't work this fast. I'm very slow, actually. We're cutting length and cross to make little chunks inside of the eggplant. Let me do that again. We're going to slice around, leaving a little bit of that eggplant meat on the perimeter. Take lengthwise. Don't be particular. It all gets mushed up later. Alrighty, now we're ready to go into the bowl with our little chunks. Doing this for the first time, actually. I found that if you start at the smaller end, it pops out. They pop right out. You want that shell with the skin and the shell right there. Let's try that again. Hey, there you go. Live and learn. Pops right out. We're going to put those aside. Fry them up in a little bit. But first, we're going to put some olive oil on our eggplant halves that we took the centers out of, in the middle, on the sides, all over the place, even on the cutting board. Man, I'm sloppy today. Use as much as you can to get it all covered with your little brush. Just keep brushing it on there, and we're going to put it on a foil-lined pan or a baking rack is what I did, and put them in the oven at 400. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper here, a little onion powder. Did I mention that? You don't have to, but 400 degrees, 30 to 40 minutes. This medium-large eggplant goes in the middle of the oven and bake it at 400. Watch it, though. You want to get it a little crispy and brown and take it out and set it aside. Going to open our can of little diced tomatoes. Doesn't matter which kind. You can just add this can to our mixture. That's going to be part of the filling with the eggplant and the sweet little red pepper. And we're going to chop it up. Yeah, it's kind of chunky, I guess. And put it aside. And get some little cherry tomatoes. You can put mushrooms in here too. I didn't have any. Everybody makes this different, I found. I just kind of put it together my way. There's my 1/4 of onion. Kind of chunky. I don't have to cut it too small. And of course, cut up your parsley. Oh, I love doing that. I didn't do it right. But anyway, you got the picture. This video is fun, making video. Anyway, we're going to put our onions in the oil in a hot pan with the tomatoes and the pepper and a couple of cloves of whole garlic. Just throw them in there. We're going to simmer this on medium-high, watching it, letting it get soft. For our filling, we're going to add a little salt and pepper to taste, I'm sure. I have the shells out on the side there. You could see them. They're waiting for the filling. Okay, we're going to smash them up a little bit. I find that garlic and smash it down too in there. I'm going to add my eggplant at this time. Once the vegetables start to get soft, you can add the eggplant. And then just let that all absorb into each other in that pan there. Keep moving it around so it doesn't burn. Oh, there's my garlic. It's starting to get soft, so I'm going to just kind of press on it and release some of its flavor into the pan. I didn't want to cut chunks of garlic because too small in there, because then you get too many pieces in your mouth while you're eating such a small dish. So we're going to end up taking this garlic out later. We're just trying to get the flavor going around here in the pan. Takes a little time. Now you can have your shells in the oven now making while you're doing this, or you can make them ahead of time. I found you could even put them in the refrigerator and take them out and warm them up and then fill them again if you have to be interrupted by some vertigo and have to take a nap like I did during this video. Yeah, but I'm good now. I took a 2-hour nap. My shells came out of the fridge. I put them in the oven to heat them up a little bit, warm them. And I've got my filling going. I threw the parsley on top there, and my hot peppers are in there, I think. I'm pretty sure I put them in. I forget a part in this, which is the panko breadcrumb topping, which is like a couple tablespoons of butter with some panko breadcrumbs crumbled on top when we're all done at the very end before it goes in the oven. But I didn't do the breadcrumbs because I forgot. However, it was still delicious without the breadcrumbs. There we go. It's coming together. And it's really starting to smell nice. You can see it getting thicker. You want this consistency to be kind of thick. So let it boil down and get the water out. Not all of it, but most of it, because you're going to be using it as a filling. Got the oven on 400. I had those shells in there to heat them up a little bit because, like I said, I had them in the refrigerator while I had to recuperate today. There they go. They're heated up, the shell, just a little bit. And we put the filling back in. Now, if you're doing this on a normal day, you wouldn't have to put them in the refrigerator. You just put them on the stove and let them sit there till you're done with your filling and fill them. As you see, I took the big hunk of garlic out of there. As I'm going along, I just fill the shells with the eggplant, tomato, pepper, onion, garlic filling. Now, here's where the cheese comes in. Of course, I didn't have any mozzarella, and I said I used fontina. I found that in there. My husband loves it. It's a soft, mild cheese that melts real good. Some people might want to put 4 slices more on. I'm not a big cheese on my food person, so I put 2 little squares on, which was enough for me. But I do need that salty flavor of the Parmesan on top. That's going to make it nice and it crusty on top. Now, normally you'd put your breadcrumbs on at this point, but I told you we didn't do that. All right, in the oven, 400 degrees. Now, it says 35 minutes, but watch them. Watch them every 15 minutes. Hi. Life with me, Gina Marie, has been exhausting. Had a rough day, but I got that video done. I got the stuffed eggplant video done. I had a little vertigo, I had to stop. So, I had to put the part about the eggplant shell in the refrigerator and wait till I take a nap and feel better, and got rid of my vertigo and came back. So I had already baked it and I thought it wasn't gonna work. So I took it out, I put it back in the oven to heat up just a little bit, made my filling, put it in, and it's in there now. But I realized I forgot the breadcrumb topping. You're supposed to take some panko breadcrumbs and melt a little butter and put it in there and then lay them on the top. But it's probably better for my husband's glucose anyway that I forgot the breadcrumbs. So this is Lori, and we're waiting for our eggplant, stuffed eggplant to come out of the oven now. This one's for you, Annette. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it comes out. I'll let you know. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody. Strive to be happy. There they are, ready to go on the plate, and my sister came by, and we social distanced in the garage, and I gave her one of them, and Michael and I split the other one with our meal. I took out those little meatballs I had frozen. My recipe's on there with my playlist if you want to know how I made those. And I put them in a little bit of my sauce I had in the freezer. So we had this with some macaroni and the eggplant stuffed on the side. There's my little meatballs and little rotinis and the eggplant, stuffed eggplant. Strive to be happy.